pacing back and forth. Oh, I don't understand why you're standing right here. All your shots have scored. No, scratching at the scars you left on my skin. We fight and we fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want, and we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment.
Hello my gems, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. Today I have an eyeshadow tutorial for you with the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl Sweet and Spicy palette, and I am using pretty much the purple and the pink in here. As you can see, this is what I come up with. So if it's something that you're interested in seeing, keep on watching.
Okay guys, so pull out your Cinnamon Swirl Sweet and Spicy palette. This is what she looks like. She is a $49 palette. I am just gonna go for it today and go into that color I put on the screen, Stay Current, I believe it is called. I've got my MAC Paint Pot primer on my eyes, and I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. It does not have a number. It's a dual-ended brush, and I'm just going to put that color in my crease, and I'm going to kind of create a smoky kind of eye. I'm just blending this color out. There is a little bit of fallout with this palette, so be careful. If you do get fallout underneath, grab a brush that does not have a lot of control, because one with a lot of control is going to push that shadow and smear on your skin, but one that's kind of floppy, and just take it and swoop it away. You may have to touch up your concealer, but most of the time you can get away with it, and there's not a lot of it. Or you can get away without messing up your concealer is what I meant to say. All right, so let's get this color in here, and then we can move on to the brighter colors. Okay, using the other side of this Morphe brush, I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray on it, and then we're going to go into that purple color, which I think is called Food Court, and we're going to put that in the center of the eyelid. It's really pretty and bright. I'm liking it a lot. I'm kind of going for a little bit of a halo eye. I'm going to go ahead and work this color in. I figured we could use a tutorial using these colors since I already did a brown look. The main thing you want to remember when doing this is that you're going to need a couple of different brushes, and you're going to want to transition the colors that you're placing in there by taking the different colors and blending them out. Hopefully you'll be able to see the technique that I'm using. I put a little bit of that pink color, let me throw that on the screen, over that to lighten it up. Okay, so that pink color is called Sticky Fingers. We're just making that center of the lid pop by adding that color to the purple just to brighten it. I'm going to need a different brush because I've got to blend the edges. I'm getting excited though. I'm like, woohoo, my eye look is coming together. Okay, so I'm adding Gooey Goodness to make it even brighter. I do like the shimmers in this palette. They do have to be built up. And the mattes kind of do too, if I'm being perfectly honest. But overall, it's definitely one of their better palettes. So there I am, just lightening the complete center of the eye with that shade Gooey Goodness. And then I'm going to go back in between that shade Sticky Fingers and the Stay Current, which is that darker one. Let me throw that on the screen and see how I'm blending this in so it transitions well. The edges of that middle purple color is what I am blending out. So I dipped this flat brush, it's like a concealer brush, in that Stay Current, that color I just showed you, the very first one I put in my eye. And I go to the edges of where the purple is and I blend that out so it doesn't look like such a harsh line. That's how I do my halo eyes. And I don't know that I would necessarily call this a halo eye. I just really like that pop of color on the lid to be nice and bright. So I'm putting sticky fingers on that concealer brush that does not have a name to it, so I don't even know who made that brush. And we're just working that in. I'm really just taking time to like fine detail is what I usually call it when I'm talking to you guys about finishing up eye looks. It's like, all right, what's not even, or what needs to be a little brighter over here, that kind of thing. And I take my time doing that. It really makes a difference when you slow down and take your time. And trust me, sometimes eye looks you think are not going to look good and you stop in the middle of doing it and just wipe it all off. Finish the eye look and do this fine detailing and then look at it in the mirror and see what you think at that point. Because I promise you, a lot of the times it's not going to come out bad. Okay, so now I'm taking that Eco Tools brush. It's a powder brush and I'm getting rid of the fallout. Like I said, it's one of those that's fluffier, that doesn't have a lot of control. Grab your stiffy, guys. Okay, so the proper name for this is the Morphe Eyeliner Smudge Brush. What we are going to do is dip this straight down into this color here that I'll put on the screen, and we're going to stamp that color in on my lower lash line. Okay, let's take a closer look at how my eyeshadow is coming out. And I'm just, like I said, stamping this color and mixing it with the purple a little bit. I put Kylie Jenner's gel liner on my lower waterline and the Tarteist liquid liner on my upper lash line. And now I'm just making sure that I coat the bottom lash line with the eyeshadow before I go in and blend it. I'm going to take this crown brush, put a little bit of setting spray on it to avoid fallout, and I'm going to dip it into that really light color Sticky Fingers, that pink, and put that for the inner corner. Watch how I am angling this brush so I don't put too much product down. I am really liking this look. Would you prefer these colors or the browns in this palette? Tell me what would be your go-to. I'm really curious to see what you guys would say. Then tell me down in the comments below what palette you would like to see me use next. Alright guys, let's see. So I am looking for my Lavish brush. There it is. It's a neat little brush. I got in Boxycharm several months ago, if not maybe longer, but I'm just blending out the eyeliner and those two eyeshadow colors on my lower lash line and making sure everything is good to go. It's not coming down too far and it's exactly where I want it to be. I'm adding a little bit more color. I just took one corner of that brush and dipped it into that color Stay Current. And I think I'm good. I am going to add, I believe, a liquid highlighter to that inner corner and the brow bone just to really, really lighten things up. Okay, so this is the About Face liquid highlighter that came in the Ipsy Glam Bag X for August 2021. I'm using an IT Cosmetics concealer brush and I am just dabbing it on that inner corner. Then I'm going to blend it out, swoop it up, swoop it down and over. I just really wanted that area to pop. I just like that a lot. Then I'm going to go back in and do the brow bone. And then I'll take a separate brush to blend up there, right below the brow bone. Gotta find a way to use up these highlighters, right? This'll work. Taking a Real Techniques brush. It's a sweeper brush, or sometimes called a large shader. I am just going over to make over this where I put the highlight and that transition shade and making sure there's no harsh lines. I did not add any color to this brush. And I am almost finished.
Alright, and there you have it. So what did you think of my eyeshadow tutorial? I am liking this palette. I'm going to be using it quite a bit this fall, but I do want to know your thoughts about everything in the comments below. Do you have any questions for me in regards to this palette or anything else that you'd like me to answer for you? Put everything down below. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would take a chance on this channel and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because then you'll be notified when I upload. And I'd love to get to know you guys, especially if you're new. I know my gems already that have been with me for so long, and I absolutely love the relationship I have with them. So I will hopefully talk to you down in the comments. Bye everybody.